All right, we're probably going to have some rain later today, maybe certainly this weekend, I don't know. But for now, we're live from the new media studio here at beautiful Valley High School, and this is Falcon Flash. That's it for her. Good morning, students and staff. Today is Thursday, the last day of January. Can you believe? 1 month already gone. Today we take a look at Jackie Robinson, born on this day in 1919, and remembered as the man who broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball and was the first African-American inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962. His outstanding career with the Brooklyn Dodgers and his dignity in facing the insults and threats that were hurled at him broke down the racial barriers in America's pastime and opened the way for black players who followed. Robinson became the highest paid player in Dodgers history, but was traded to the New York Giants in 1956. He retired shortly thereafter. His quiet dignity and superior skills opened the door to Major League Ball for other black players, including Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, and Satchel Paige. In his later years, he worked as a business executive and was a spokesperson for civil rights, black athletes, and other causes. All right, that's our patriotic observance. Our picture of the day was taken in our new dance room as we count down the days dancing with the staff. The room, as you see, is empty at the moment because all rehearsals are kept under wraps until our dance team members and their staff partners take to the stage in the auditorium next Thursday night. You won't want to miss this very cool event. Speaking of a cool event, Counselor Corner is back this week, and this week we have Ms. Alvarez here with some tips for you.
Good morning, everybody. So today I'm here to talk about something that's really important, I think, to most students, and it's this sense of self-identity. Everybody starts the new year with the new year, new me, but really, who is the new you, and is it any different from the old you? So we're going to talk about identity. One of the questions that we always ask our students is, who am I? And a lot of the times our students have a really hard time answering that because they really haven't thought about it. But let me tell you about who you are. Your identity is all the pieces that make you who you are. You probably have different identities, not just one, due to all the different roles that you play in your life. Think about the roles that you play. Student, daughter, son, brother, sister, friend, boyfriend or girlfriend, athlete, tutor, etc. What would happen if you suddenly found yourself without that role? I also want you to understand that you are not the same person you were when you were 10, and you will probably not be that same person when you are 25. Well, hopefully. There are certain things that will always influence your identity, and we will be talking about those next. When we look at identity, we talk about racial and ethnic identity. The racial and ethnic groups you feel a part of will influence who you are. These groups can help influence your language, the way you dress, and even the way that you engage with others from and outside of your race or ethnic groups. This also impacts the customs and traditions that you engage in on a daily basis. Establishing race and ethnicity may be confusing at times, but it can also be empowering and provide you with a sense of self and community. I want you to ask yourself, do you identify with any particular race or ethnicity? And how does your race and ethnicity influence who you are and how you engage with others? Another component of your identity is your cultural identity. Particular cultural groups you connect with may also influence who you are. These can include the area you live in, your sexual identity, faith organization or spiritual beliefs that you may have, specific racial or ethnic communities as well. Cultural identity may also be shaped by an interest-oriented community. For example, athletics, music, art, cheer. An example of multiple cultural identities can include someone who was born in the city of Santa Ana who is also a basketball player and goes to catechism on Wednesdays. The cultural groups that you belong to influence your roles and your identity. So how do you define your family and community? How do your family and community influence how you think about the world and how you interact with others? And how does your culture influence your identity? Another big proponent of our identity comes from our family and community. Your family and community will have a significant role in your identity. Think about the nicknames that you were given as a child and think about how those nicknames given to you from your family influence who you are now and how you act or with those around you. Your family will always influence your values, what you do, what you think, the things you care about, etc. Sometimes the influence makes you function similar to them. So you might admire something about your parents and you say, I want to be just like that. Or you might look at your brothers and sisters and be like, oh no, I cannot be anything like this person. Sometimes you might even wonder if you're adopted. And their influence may make you act in ways completely different than what you've been exposed to. Family and community also have the ability to influence your core beliefs. So in what ways are you like your family? How will you do things differently? And also think about how some families are very private and others are more open and expressive. And that might also influence the way that you communicate with others. You might feel like I can't tell anybody about what I'm going through because my family would not be okay with this. While others will be like, no, yeah, I'll tell you exactly how I'm feeling today because this is how we've expressed our feelings in our family my whole life. And we'll talk about values as well, as far as, does your family have a sense of hard work? Are they hardworking? Is there a sense of family, or is people more independent? Values are the principles and judgments about what is important to you and others. And like I said earlier, they can come from our homes, our parents, our communities, schools, peers, culture, religion, and society in general. There's challenges that arise, though, when there are differences in values amongst our family, community, peers, and even within our cultural and geographic location. For example, if you grew up in a household where your family really valued education and you're sitting here thinking, I don't know that education is for me, that might create a little bit of a challenge. And it's worth having conversations with your family about what you stand for and what your values are and how they may differ from theirs. Internal conflict can happen when your value system clashes with the actions of those around you. For example, if you know within your family that everyone has a really strong stance against using drugs or alcohol, and you're at a party and someone offers you a drink and you're like, well, I want to take this drink because I also don't want to seem like I'm going against a grain or a goody two shoes, but I know that this is something that's not usually who I am. That can also create a lot of conflict within yourself. Okay. Our strengths and challenges also kind of influence who we are. There are some things that come more naturally or easy to us, in the same way that we have things that take a little bit more time for us to master. It is important to have a sense of who your strengths and challenges, as well as how they connect to the rest of your identity. I want you to know and understand that there is no weakness in being able to say, I need help, as well as there is no shame in saying, I'm really good at this, let me help you. Strengths and challenges are what make you different and unique. Think about what your strengths and challenges are and how you use them in your life. Okay. And finally, when we ask, hopefully you've taken the time to think about and reflect on who you are. And I want to say that if sometimes you don't know who you are, it may be easy to let others influence you into engaging in the things that maybe clash or conflict with your own value system. So not knowing who you are and trying to fit in with different groups can also leave you feeling unsatisfied, and sometimes can maybe even lead to symptoms of depression and anxiety. So really think about who you are. If you don't know, take a minute to reflect on the questions that we posed today. And if you have any questions about any of this, you can definitely find us in 8-3 with the mental health staff. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Alvarez. Good morning, Falcons. Here's today's Falcon Flash. Today is another block day. Today we have periods 2, 4, and 6. Due to the heavy rain forecast, we have postponed the Special Olympics event schedule for this Friday, February 1st. We know that this event was highly anticipated, but this decision was made to ensure the safety and comfort of our students and supporters. The event organizers are working to identify the new date and will keep us posted on the date that is and will be confirmed. Seniors, we just have 39 grad night tickets left remaining to sell. That's fewer than the number of students in your English class. Get yours today in ASB for $160, or if you have made a down payment, please pay the remaining balance soon to guarantee your seat on the bus to Disneyland. As counselors continue to visit our sophomores and freshmen to prepare for next year, we're taking another look at what you can do to explore next week's course recruitment fair. Did you know that while 2 years of second language is the graduating requirement, it always helps develop your skill and further by continuing to study another language through French or 3 AP Spanish languages or AP Spanish and literature. Check your foreign language table at Tuesday's fair to find out about these courses. Plus, you can discover new ways of expressing yourself through visual and performing arts, from ceramics to choir, or even our new keyboard class. We have lots of classes to offer to those who want to develop their artistic side. Lastly, students and staff, please be aware that student restrooms in building 21 and 22, those are the new buildings, will be closed during break and lunch beginning today. Restrooms are available in building 3, 4, 6, and 7. We will close today with a new video production from our new media academy that highlights all of our high schools' Inc. academies. Now let's take a look.
My name is Lisbeth Maldonado, and I am part of the Culinary Academy. Well, in culinary, our first year, it was just basics of kitchen, getting our food handlers, kitchen safety. Our second year was restaurant management, and our third year is a trip around the world. So we cook different cuisines from around the world. We also focus on making foods from scratch and making healthy alternatives for different cuisine. We also do competition, which is a great starter for all of us to get experience and have opportunities to connect with people. If I wasn't in the Culinary Academy, I would not have had the opportunities I've had, like participating in charity events, discovering new branches of the industry, and making connections with other people.
My name's Ariana Alonso, and I'm in the Medical Academy. I chose the Medical Academy because we are able to be very hands-on with labs where we check the height, the weight, basically the basics to be a nursing assistant, or if you want to pursue to an RN. People should join the Medical Academy because it offers a lot of opportunities when you're a junior and a senior. During the summer, they send you out to do internships, and that could be very rewarding to certain people.
Medical has helped me become a better person outside of school because it has made me more caring for others and more patient.
I chose the Automotive Academy because I know myself and the way that I learn, and I'm more of a hands-on person, and it's very great to learn how automobiles function and how to fix them, how they run, how to improve them, and it's been nothing but a great learning experience.
So I like the fact that you get to do a lot of hands-on with vehicles, and I think it's fascinating to learn how the car functions.
We have a lot of opportunities open for us, and a lot of business partners come in looking for students like us who really want to work in this industry. And I love that this academy offers those type of opportunities. like to work at OCTA and to be a Mercedes-Benz and BMW, and just knowing all those things are open for us is pretty amazing.
Join the Automotive Academy!
Welcome to New Media.
My name is Michael Morales, and I'm part of the New Media Academy. I like digital art because I can express myself, I can put what's on my mind on the computer, and it's just really fun.
That's it for today's Falcon Flash. Remember, Falcon Fever, catch it!
Hi, I'm Daisy.
I'm Ashley.
And we're in the Global Business Academy. I joined the Global Academy because I wanted to be able to learn how to create my own business and how to make it be successful. Learn about the different branches of business that will basically help your business succeed. The Global Academy provides us with speakers that come to talk to us about how the risks they had to take in order to own their business and how it was not always easy.
Global business has a lot of benefits. Helps you with your resumes, how to get a job, how to dress properly for a job, and it also helps with internships.
Join Global Academy!
Hi, my name is Jonathan. I'm Eduardo, and we're in the Engineering Academy. Something different about this academy is that we have a lot of technology, as you can see. There's 3D printers here. There's hydraulics over there. We have many things to do in this academy.
We go on field trips, we go to Google, we make robots, we just build it, a lot of different machines.
Something I like about this academy is all the stuff you can invent and how you can be free. Join this academy. It's a lot of fun and you'll enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Paula Guerra. Hi, I'm Carolyn Henderson.
I'm Eric Pineda, and we are from the Anteater Academy.
We are academic based, so that means we take a lot of honors and AP classes. We do like a lot of activities besides, just all the hard and rigorous classes of AP and honor classes for college.
They really teach you to be the best, and they give you the resources that you need, and you get really close to the teachers, and you build a relationship.
That is pretty much what Anteater Academy is, so I recommend you join because it will help you in the long run.
What a great look at what makes Valley a special place. So thank you to all the teachers and students, and especially the New Media Academy, to make that great film. That was fantastic.
All right, and that's it for today's Falcon Flash. And remember, Falcon Fever, catch it!